I've been a Marie Kondo disciple since 2016. I'm a big fan of the KonMari method. You would think that that means my house is currently really tidy, but no. I first applied the KonMari method when I was a fresh graduate and I had a touring job abroad. And so my base in the UK was my parents' house, where my bedroom was just completely heaving with stuff collected from early childhood to young adulthood. It was living out of a suitcase that sparked the need for change in me because I found that, that process was very freeing. And then whenever I came home for the holidays, I found being in my room just like really oppressive. So I read the book, and then over the course of a few days, I applied the KonMari method, and I got rid of, I would guess, around 70 to 80% of my possessions. And what was left was just things that I love. And it still felt like a vibrant, lived in space. A decade later, I've replaced, I think, 2 CDs that I got rid of, and the rest of my stuff I've never thought about again. It was genuinely life-changing for me as someone who grew up in a very cluttered home, and there are several of the practices from the book that I've maintained really consistently over the last decade. Especially around clothes, my sock drawer is immaculate. However, since 2016, my life has changed quite a lot. I live with my husband, we have a house of our own, I have a hybrid job and a home office, and some old habits have creeped in along the way. So I'm rereading the book at the moment, and I'm planning to dedicate several weekends to the process of getting my house in order over the coming months. I don't agree with absolutely every piece of advice in this book, but what I love about it is that it's not about being house proud. It's not about creating a showroom. It's about examining your relationship with your possessions and what that does for your life. It invites me to be honest with myself about how I live my life and to practice integrity with how I keep my home. And it reminds me that joy should be central to that. So I'm really excited to get my house in order. I'm already feeling the shift in energy that I experienced last time, so I know it's going to be really good for me.